Good evening, everybody. So, the topic I'm doing tonight is informed by the comments, messages, calls that I received up to this evening from many people who watched the show last night that I did talking about Ziani Alison Maduki and how much what the amount stolen would have what it would have done for Nigeria if the money was properly invested or channeled into public good. So some comments were ethnicizing it. Some were saying that, oh, how could somebody steal such amount of money? That is not possible. Well, I have to come two reactions immediately. Number one is to say to those who are saying it is not possible for somebody to put $40 million into buying just jewelry. Well, I want to say that it's because you do not operate in that province. Those that operate in that province know that there are some bags that are worth as much as more than $1 million. Some wristwatches are worth millions of dollars. Some trinkets, jewelry, and the rest of them are worth some gold. So, this fashion equipment or gadgets or wares are not only for fashion. They are actually people invest in them the same way they invest in gold, the same way they invest in oilware, and the same way they invest in other kind of businesses, because it is not only for fashion, it's also a store of value. So if you know, those that don't know, all right, so things like that are actually used to also store value. You keep things like that. It's just the same way you buy land and keep somewhere. Okay, it's not because you want to demonstrate that you can own all the land. No, it's because you want to use them to store value. When you need money later, you can always go and sell it. So $40 million to buy jewelry. Now, throughout the broadcast, and now moving on to the second part, which is the ethnicizing of the crime. Throughout the broadcast yesterday, I never mentioned anything that sounds like saying because she's Igbo, or that is the way Igbo do. You can always watch it back. It was uploaded, no edits, nothing. It was live on Facebook, and whatever happened that it didn't stream live on YouTube, I'm sorry, but I uploaded it the same way it was on Facebook, and you can always go and watch it. When I stream, it streams across platforms simultaneously. Alright, and this is not a live stream because I tried coming live, but network kept discouraging. I wanted us to interact, live about it. But let me just go ahead and make my points. You see, we will not go forward if you continue to ethnicize crimes. Over time, we have criticized Obasanjo, the $16 billion, electricity investment that returned darkness for Nigerians. We criticize it. A lot of us also criticized and went and even protested against third-term agenda. In fact, Obasanjo, I learned, has not completely forgiven Yoruba people for, opposing him on his third-term ambition. But why would somebody now come back and say because Obasanjo did this or did that or did not get results for this that they spent so much money on, you should now rub it on the face of everybody and say that is the way Yoruba people are? It will be unfair to those of us who also oppose that thing without recourse to the tribe. It is also negative stereotype, for instance, to say, oh, kidnapping is because Evans, the kidnapper or the kidnap kingpin, was arrested and it happens to be Igbo, to now come out and say all Igbo people are kidnappers. Excuse me, what about the herdsmen that are said to have been kidnapping people too? Are they Igbo? No. So, in fact, the word kidnapping is not a Yoruba, Igbo, or Hausa word. It is imported, meaning that it's a global phenomenon. So why should we be associating or attaching a tribe to a particular crime? Who does Yahoo Yahoo? Who does prostitution? Who smokes marijuana? Who robs, who boggles, who breaks banks? All persons of all tribes do this. So we should not be saying, no, because this crime was committed by one person, everybody that belongs to that tribe therefore automatically are guilty of it. It will be very unfair. So I don't ethnicize things when I talk about crime. Crime has no tribe. Tribe has no crime, and I'll explain these two concepts. Alright? Tribe has no crime because it is not a crime that we were born into the Yoruba tribe, Igbo tribe, or Hausa tribe. Okay? It is not a crime because nobody had the privilege or control over who would give birth to them, the location or area where they will be giving birth to, the gender, the race of the parents that will give birth to you, the tribe of the parents that will give birth to you, the socioeconomic status, whether they will be wealthy, rich, or poor. You don't have control over that. The people that give birth to you. Similarly, you don't have control over what religion the parents that will give birth to you will be practicing by the time you're born. We all just came into this world and discovered or found ourselves out to have been born by this parent or that parent into this tribe or into that country or into this language or culture, and God created all of these varieties to spice life up. So it is for us to exploit and enjoy life and make the world a better place for humanity's sake. Not to now be holding on to because I'm born into this tribe, I must have this sentiment for my own people. And even though they are committing crime, we should be covering them. Now, I am not also saying that you should expose them because they don't belong to your tribe. I'm saying when somebody steals money that belongs to the national treasury, they are not stealing it to benefit individuals in their own ethnic group. They are stealing it from the national purse. Now, I asked a question yesterday, for instance, that if this money allegedly taken by Peter Jonathan, or the one taken by Obasanjo, or the one taken or the one taken by Tinubu, or the one taken by anybody, all of these people put together, the money that they have taken, all right, if they had put the money properly into road network, electricity, and all of that, we'll never say, oh, whenever we want to turn off this electricity, or PSN says whenever we want to turn off this public electricity, it must only go to Yoruba people, or it must only go to Igbo people, or it must only go to Hausa people. No, if they build road with this money, will they say, oh, only Igbo should pass on that road that goes from Lagos to Onitsha? No. Or that goes from Lagos to Abeokuta? No. It is for public good. If this money are not stolen, it is not for Igbo good, or for Yoruba good, or for Hausa good. These are public. It is national treasury that this money are being taken from. It is not from a tribal treasury. So why should we make tribe coloration to these crimes or attach it to these crimes? It is false attribution. It is bad. It's a very negative bias and stereotype. These biases are affecting a lot of us. Alright, so having said this, we should not continue. We should desist from attaching ethnicity to crimes. It is bad stereotype. There's this in-group, out-group tendency for people to judge other people inwardly and judge yourself externally. If you do badly, you say, oh, it's because of those external factors, and it's because there was no light when I was reading, it's because of. But if other people do that bad, you say that is the way they are. You judge them by basing the causal factor on their own internal or inherent disposition. You say it is their disposition, that's the way they are. I don't do that, because like I said, the crime has no tribe has no crime. And I've explained tribe has no crime. It is not a crime that you are born into that tribe. Similarly, crime has no tribe. It is not known anywhere that it's only this tribe that commits this kind of offense. Where is it said? Yes, there may be certain socioeconomic factors that makes, or demographic factors that make a certain people tend to commit certain crime, because that is the only way, perhaps, that the only crime that is available to them to get out of a particular situation. But that is not therefore to say it is only they that commit the crime. If other tribe even get hold of that crime, they may even do it better. What am I simply saying? Crime is bad, and it is not because you belong to a particular tribe that you are committing that crime. So I have never in my life say, oh, this crime is committed because the person or people that committed that crime are from that tribe. No. There are negative stereotypes, just the same way some people will say, oh, the TV people in Benue, they use their wives to satisfy their guests. But do you know it is not everybody from that part of the country that loves that culture? So it will be unfair to those that are from there who don't do that. The same negative stereotype when they say, oh, Calabar girls, you know what they say about them. But I will say, oh, they love to take care of their men. I will not say, oh, they love to knack. Excuse me, have you not met Calabar girls who are so disciplined that they don't do that anyhow? I know them. Some of them are watching my show. I know them. Who don't like to be stereotyped that way. In fact, I know a Calabar girl that is still a virgin, and she's 33. Yes, 33. She's still virgin. So it is negative stereotype to say, oh, Calabar people are like that. It is very unfair. You'll be rubbing it on my face, and it will also be offensive to say, oh, because Obasanjo did this and you hated it, all Yoruba therefore you hate them. You'll be doing yourself a disservice by thinking that you can fight your battle alone. I also feel oppressed. All oppressed people have something in common. It is oppression. And so instead of us to come together and identify ourselves the oppressed people and fight our battle collectively, you are fighting my tribe. How does that help you? Okay, you have been fighting all these while, fighting me, fighting that, fighting everybody. I'm innocent of what you are fighting me for. Okay, how far have you gone with your fighting against everybody now? When we are supposed to fight together, you are fighting against me. Somebody stole money that should have... Okay, fine, let me ask you a question. Those of you that want to go to Biafra, you want independent Biafra. But even while we are together in Nigeria, do you know that when you say, there's a word they use, they say Yoruba people betray, that they are betrayal, they are traitors. Excuse me, Yoruba people did not betray you. Let me tell you those that betray you. The people that betrayed you more are people within yourselves. They only have Yoruba and Hausa collaborators. The governors that wrote recommendation to that recommended to the federal government to come and do Python dance against IPOB recently. Do you have a Yoruba governor? Are they not Southeast governors that open door and say, oh yeah, see, come and do this, flush these boys out of the state? They are Igbo governors. They are not Yoruba or Hausa governors. The traitors are within you. They are not outside. They only have collaborators in other tribes, just the same way criminals will have their collaborators outside. So the traitors are not the Yoruba people against you. The traitors are not the Hausa people against you. The traitors are Igbo people within you. They only have collaborators in other tribes. So let us get these things very clearly. Stop using this sentiment against people and say, oh, you are reporting the Zionist theft because she's Igbo. Excuse me. When she took all those money, did she use it to go and develop the East for you? No, did she steal the money? If that was what she did, I will understand. Okay, that is why you are defending her, because she took the money to come and develop the East because the federal government neglected the East. And I will understand. But this idea or sentiment of Efile Omowani, now our Pikins, our kinsman, leave him or leave her, that is why we will never move. So we have to start removing ethnic elements in whatever we do. This thing is a more nationalistic concept or concern. For goodness sake, for how long? If somebody steals money, let us make it clear. Profile the person and the crime. This person stole so money that should have gone into this. Money he earmarked or appropriated or allocated for this, so person stole the largest chunk of it. Just make it clear. Not that, oh, so person stole money is because he's from this tribe. Why now? Oh, you are reporting him or her because she's from that tribe. If it were okay, when other people stole money, did we not report them? That is the question you should ask yourself. Oh, by the way, while we are still saying that, oh, the appointment of Abba Kyari and a few other persons, their reappointment is an insult to the sensibility of Nigerians. I'm Yoruba. I did not even think about my tribe while I was saying that. But guess what? Oji Uzo Kalu is saying that it was the best and most informed appointment. Why is Oji Uzo Kalu saying that? Have you not seen your Igbo people supporting even Ruga settlement? Ask them now. They are in APC, Uncle Joe Igboku and the rest. They see anything Buhari, they support. Why? So, but the same way you have Joe Igboku and the rest of them in APC supporting anything APC, it's the same way we also have Femi Adesina, Lai Mohammed and the rest of them who are Yoruba people doing the same thing. The earlier we realize that this thing is not a tribe struggle but a class struggle, the better for us. Our oppressors, they don't see their tribes when they want to steal, when they want to oppress us. They forget their tribe and religion. It is me and you that are the victims, that we are fighting ourselves over tribe, over religion, over ethnicity, over bullshit, about the dash. And it is a class struggle, socio-economic class struggle. It is not a tribe struggle. Don't you get it? When you say you want a referendum for Biafra, Have you not seen people who don't want Biafra among the Igbos, who are going to antagonize you there? Because they are benefiting. So it is not the Yoruba that is not saying they should not be independent Biafra. It is not Hausa that is not saying they should not be independent Biafra. It is a class struggle. Your oppressors who are taking all the money, who are benefiting from this contraption called Nigeria, this marriage of inconvenience, they are the ones who don't want Nigeria to speak because they are benefiting from the fraud called Nigeria. So the earlier we all join hands together, and that is why I want to salute the coming together of Showore and their meeting between Showore and we should let this snowball into something that will network all oppressed people together and fight collectively. It's a collective class struggle. It's not an ethnic struggle. Individual ethnic cannot achieve it alone because you have infiltrators, you have people within your tribe who don't even want what you are doing. I hope we get this clearly. I won't say more than that. I will not let this be too long. I will just not say more than that. But please, let us stop saying this thing is happening because also person is from that tribe. It's wrong. Very wrong. At least I've given examples to clear you. Now I want to hear your comments too. If you think I'm wrong, that the problem we have in this country is tribal than class or than oppression, put your comments, put your views. And I love to welcome people's views, and I've said my own. I'm being objective. I'll tell you the way it is. I don't have interest in whether you are from the best of friends I've had today. In fact, I'm going to call for a donation right now, and let me already put that one on the screen, because I mentioned it how many days ago that I'm struggling to restore a camera and all of that. A lot of people reached out to me. Then I have an alternative. Let me quickly do the announcement. I have an alternative. Somebody has a fair use of that camera and wants to sell to me at 100k. So already somebody sent me 20k, another person sent me 10k. I have 30k, 70 to go. All right. So if it's in your heart that you want to send the old 70, is good. I mean, the Lord will bless you. I'm still appreciating Yinka today, who sent me a lot of devices. Very fantastic guy who lives in UK. Okay, so if what you can afford is 10k, 20k, 50k, 5k, based on what you have at the moment, please send. We need to start putting your money into something that will progress everybody. I heard some people saying, somebody said earlier today that this country we joke too much. I'm like, bro, you buy table for 10, I be what you call it, VIP table, you buy it at comedy concerts. What you will get result for what you fund now. Why would the country not joke too much? That is what you are paying into. If you are paying into comedy concerts, you will get jokes. So what do you expect the country to be? And if you want a country that is serious, support progressive works and things like that. So please, if it is in your heart and you have what it takes, 0036909767. That's now somebody was saying earlier today. That was what I was going to mention before I remember this. Before I had to put the account number so I don't forget. Now, somebody said something earlier today. Okay, I think I already mentioned that. This country is a joke, and I responded to the person. Why will it not be a joke? You pay into comedy concerts. What will you get? Alright, so that's why I remember that I need support for some gadgets, even aside from that camera. But whatever is in your heart, please do. Now I want to say thank you very much, everybody. Please put your comments in the comment section below. I want to read from you. I want to hear you. I wish this thing is live. It's very unfortunate that network in Nigeria sucks. I'm bonding two networks, yet I'm not able to go live. Alright, some of you must have already seen that it came on and then cut off again. You can't stay consistently for upward period of 30 minutes in this country in a live stream. Some days it will cooperate, some other days it will just say no. I don't understand this. Alright, I'm still looking to buy more networks and all of that, more data, and subscribe to more broadband and all of that. It's very unfortunate in this country, and that is what we are saying. You can imagine somebody will come and say, why are you talking about network? Is it because the people that are operating network are Igbo? Well, so what concerns me? I don't want to know who owns MTN, who owns 9 Mobile. I don't want to know who owns Airtel. I don't want to know who owns Smile 4G. I don't want to know who owns ZTE. I'm not interested. What matters to me is I want data to browse, to stream. That's all. But the moment you mention that something is not working, people will say, is it because the operators are in so tribe? Guess what? Did you know, for instance, that somebody said that all the fake things you have in this country are imported by Igbo people? That is a negative stereotype. Somebody reported to me recently that he almost died on the road because he bought a fake, was it something on the tire, whether shaft or something, and between Berger and Ijebu, the thing already broke, and he lost the tire. He had an accident and almost died, and he was putting the blame on the Igbo people who sold the fake parts to him. And I'm like, it is not all Igbo people that are like that. In fact, I have friends in Ikeja, in Computer Village, who will tell you, sorry bro, this is what I have, it is original. If you want to buy the other ones, they have it. Me, it is my standard. I don't sell substandard. I know Igbo people who are like that, and I know those ones that want to sell anything. Do you know you can buy memory card or even flash drive like this, for instance, in Ikeja? I know where I buy, and they are Igbo people. I know where I buy, that I can trust that this my guy I know will give me fake. They are Igbo people there, and so it would be wrong for me to now say all Igbo people are selling fake flash drive or selling fake memory card. They will write 8 gig on it. By the time you plug it, you see truly 8 gig. It will show 8 gig, but in reality, the size of things you can copy into it will not be up to 4 gig. You can see the manipulation in that thing, but it's not all Igbo people that do that. So it will be unfair on those Igbo people who also don't like that idea of selling fake things to now say all Igbo people are selling fake. I will be unfair to the correct Igbo people who don't buy into such idea. And that's exactly what I'm trying to correct. We should stop ethnicizing crimes. I thank you and God bless you.